Okay. Hello again, everyone. I'm Nesbit, you're the People of Skyrim. Let's get in game and I explain where we're at. Okay, everyone, so today I'm just going to do a quick hour or so of testing of WINTERSUN, okay? I've made a patch for it, a preliminary patch, which I want to test now. And we're going to go from there. And the patch will be out for Xbox and PC once I'm sure that it works okay and there's no negative aspects between TPOSC and WINTERSUN, okay? So I've just started a new game, obviously. I'm actually going to cheat with my coin and health and everything because it's just going to be a test. I just want to make sure there's no crashes with WINTERSUN and TPOSC. Now, obviously, I've tested WINTERSUN and TPOSC locally. Now I'm testing it with the mod pack. So what I'm saying is I tested it locally and I tested the patch with just vanilla. Now I want to test it with the current TPOSC mod pack, okay? So that's what's going on. So we're testing WINTERSUN and TPOSC. WINTERSUN is above TPOSC in the load order. And then it's the TPOSC file. And then it's the TPOSC patch with the Orbis patch for WINTERSUN and stuff like that, okay? Bit dark at the moment, but it'll brighten up, I'm sure. And so what I want to do now is see if WINTERSUN basically runs okay with the current version of the mod pack collection for TPOSC. So that's what we're doing. And if it works okay with... oh, let me just say as well, I'm running other mods as well. Let me just say, I've backed up the folder for the current version of the TPOSC mod pack, so that's version 3. So, you know, if I need to do any tests for just version 3, then I've got a backup for that. But this is going to be version 4 or revision 4 of the mod pack, okay? So I am running that new water mod, okay? I'm going to see what that looks like, along with WINTERSUN, and the other mods I've got are just menu startup mods. So there's about what I am going to do, once I've checked WINTERSUN, okay, I'm going to add J Spearer's mod to the TPOSC mod pack as well. The voice enhancing packs that gives extra dialogue and stuff like that. Okay, so that's what I'll be doing down the line. But step by step, the first test is making sure WINTERSUN doesn't crash. And we're going to head to Windhelm. In fact, we're going to go straight to Whiterun. Because actually what we want to do is actually no, we'll do it properly. We'll travel properly, alright? Just so I know there's nothing that's out of place. Because again, if I'll see by the signs of NPCs and their pathing if something's out of place, okay? And let me just check, I just want to go and check, folks, that everyone is seeing the stream. Okay, it's been posted, and am I actually streaming correctly? Yep, looks like we got the sound and everything's correct. So I just want to double check because I sort of rushed to get in stream today, so I've had a very busy day dealing with a lot of different things. So there you go. Oh, as you can see, the frames are okay, but you know, I don't want to be having the frames on all the way through. I want a nice, just clear run without any distractions.
Faendal. Truly. So maybe my mother isn't crazy after all. You had best tell the Jarl in Whiterun. He needs to know about this.
So of course, folks, because this a new patch test. I've started a new game, and like I said, I've tested vanilla. Vanilla, the patch seems to be holding up okay. Now I want to test it with the mod pack and see how it responds to the mod pack, and under the duress of streaming as well. And if the TPOSC WINTERSUN patch holds up for the next week or so, I'll put it out. It needs a good test, simple as that. And then Jay Spearer's dialogue overhauls for quests will be added after that. And like I said, there's a few menu mods that will all be part of the revision 4 mod pack, okay? When I put revision 4 out. It's revision 3 at the moment. So that's what I'm doing. I'm now doing this WINTERSUN patch because people wanted it for a while, so I think there's about 6 crossovers of cells where we share some info. There's more than that actually, but they don't necessarily show up because it's just shrines. There's no other edits, so shrines added. So there's no actual direct conflict with the TPOSC file, but can still have an effect. Now this, you see, interests me because normally these guys' path, they don't stop at all without, and again, these are the sort of signs that tell you there might be some conflict with WINTERSUN still and some working out to do, because they always path down the hill religiously with the current version, you know, in the current TPOSC version. So, but like I say, that version hasn't been affected. I haven't updated. It's version 3 is the current best version of the mod pack. I'll only be adding WINTERSUN if it works out. Now we're going to run straight on over to Windhelm, because there's a lighthouse at Windhelm, and in testing without the patch I crashed on the way to it without the patch. When I was testing vanilla, when I added the patch I didn't crash, so hopefully the patch is doing its work there. So that's my first port of call. Then we'll go to the Dragon Bridge Shrine, the one by Mixed Water Mill, and I'll slowly check out all the different shrines. And again, this mod pack and all the patches and all the all-in-one, the patches for exterior frames per second and Lux and TPOSC, this has all been going on for a long time now. Online streaming and offline. And there's been no major issues.
I can take you to any of the whole.
Just turn that down, that's a bit loud in my ear. So you can still hear it.
Where do you want to go?
We want to go to, where is it? Ah, Windhelm.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
That'll do. Okay.
I can't wait here forever.
So, will we get a crash or will the patch hold up? Let's find out, shall we? Like I say, now it's got to perform with the mod pack. And this is actually the single... Oh, that's the thing, I've got a caveat here, folks. This is actually the single patch. So I can use it for Xbox and PC. But I'll also be building it in... Look at that, look, that's lovely. That's TPOSC Setting Suns. I'll also be building in to the all-in-one patch for the mod pack. So you won't have a single patch, it'll be integrated. And actually, to be honest with you, what I'm saying is that's less likely to be problematic. A single patch on its own with other patches around it can potentially be more problematic than when you integrate a patch all into one. That's why I like the all-in-one patch, because it can negate so many different issues because it's just blending everything into one. Individual patches are problematic because they can bounce off each other or cross over quite easily. This is quite a bright night in terms of, well, it's evening and we're running this is the Skyrim Clear Snow INI of multiple weathers along with the TPOSC mod pack. Again, I just felt a little tug there, and that's exactly what I got in vanilla testing when I was testing the patch. So I think there's still work to be done for sure with this patch for WINTERSUN. It's early days, folks, because WINTERSUN adds a lot of shrines, and TPOSC, of course, we both had a lot of world edits, so it might take a while to iron everything out, but like I said, we'll see what this stream brings. I'm going to stream for an hour, we'll test for an hour online, I'll test locally, And like I said, I think we're going to be a couple of weeks probably checking everything out. Because like I say, I mean, again, 2 big mods with a lot of edits. There's no crossover with scripts or anything like that. So really, it's going to be about world edits and just the way they work together. I might have to put WINTERSUN underneath TPOSC and start the patching processes again if it doesn't work out. So, you know, I mean, like I say, it's going to take time, okay? That's what I'm saying. So let's just see what we get anyway. But this was the big one. I crashed when I was vanilla testing without the patch. I didn't crash when I applied the patch, so hopefully, you know, the little bit of Navmesh where the movement of the shrine towards or away from the lighthouse. It's quite nice though, isn't it? Anyway. But yeah, you got any questions, feel free to ask, okay? Like I say, this whole process has been going on for a long time now. And it's been well tested, online and offline. And of course, online you get slightly different results. Of course you do, because the graphics... Oh, the graphics card is... deaded. Is doing a lot more. So, you know, I mean... But obviously my measurement is always local gameplay. And... I'm proud to say the mod pack's been smooth as butter. Since the patch has really been completed on just before the 60-hour mark. So here's this shrine of WINTERSUN, okay? And this is what it was clashing with the lighthouse. It was actually based around here. So I'll just go through to the morning now so you can see better. Because the evening sky, it's a nice night sky, but it's it's getting brighter, which is quite nice. I like that. I have upped the values within the multiple weather preset for some of the nights, like the clearer nights, of course, because this is what I like. I mean, you can easily adjust them to suit your own taste if you know what you're doing. And also, you can brighten the nights if you wish quite easily. If you're not an ENB user, just by these presets. These 2 presets here are very useful, okay? You can brighten the nights, or you can darken the nights, alright, like that. And the same for the interiors as well. Okay. Alright. Let's, what am I thinking here? Oh, let's go through to the morning so you can actually see what's going on. Now, I don't really know WINTERSUN that well. I've checked the cells that I've seen in Edit that needed patching for, but beyond that, I don't really know where he puts all his shrines, so... it's going to be a learning curve for me as well. But as you can see, Hello, Yoef. Yeah, I found I had issues with it. I know people too. I know, look, the fact I haven't quite lined that up, so I've got to line... Yeah, I've got to line that one up, the base of the thing. So these are, you know, like I say, I mean, the patch will come out, but I have noticed performance issues without the patch. I don't know whether you run WINTERSUN below or above TPOSC. I was running it above TPOSC and I crashed. Out of 5 tests, I crashed coming to this lighthouse in the shrine. Okay? And that was vanilla. And I felt a bit stuttering in poor performance. But now with a patch, I've got a steady performance. So maybe it's, again, every system's different. But for me and my experiences, I can, you know, only do... what I consider to be right with my experience. But with WINTERSUN, I've seen a couple of crossovers. Mixed water mill, there's some real untidy Navmesh around there between TPOSC and WINTERSUN. We're going to go there next because of the shrine there. Okay, so but I just want to observe now, folks, my work, because I just noticed. Look, oh, that one's all right, I think. Let's just come round. It was this one. I just need to bring that edge in. Oop, wrong button. Just need to bring that edge in a bit and align it. But otherwise, the performance around here is smooth now. And obviously, the clipping with the lighthouse is gone. Nice to see you, Yoef, by the way. And please, yeah, just give me a list now, Yoef, of any shrines, right, that you can remember. I'm going to the Dragon Bridge one. I'm going to the mixed water mill one now, because I know those two because they're part of the patching. And then I've just got to go and run round and, you know, I've got to run round anyway, because he puts so many world edits, you know, he's got so many shrines. It's such a big mod in terms of all the shrines all over the place. You know, you've got to have a sort of coherent test, and it's going to take a bit of time just to see how it performs. But yeah, if anyone knows all the locations and can help, that'd be good. Let me know, all right? If you use WINTERSUN, let me know the shrine locations, because that'll just speed up the process. But regardless of where the shrines are as well, it's all adjacent cells, because let me explain something about the CK. When you're in the CK, when you're... Okay. I'm next to Kind's Grove, so we'll go to that one then, right? What I was saying was, folks, one of the interesting thing with the CK, how it stores blocks and cells. For example, you can have... let's think of an example that I know for sure, so just in case people want to catch... Well, no, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to give an example, all right? Let's just say we're in Kind's Grove. Yeah, some of the blocks or whatever, sometimes, you know, the cells next to it aren't necessarily all from the same area. They can be from different parts of Skyrim. So what I'm saying is sometimes you can be in, say, a cell in the wild, and it might be adjacent to the blocks in CK, and it can have an effect on performance. And you'll never think of going to the adjacent block that in terms of the Skyrim game is like hundreds of cells away. It's just the way the blocks are stored. I don't know if that makes sense, but so again, when you're patching for big mods like TPOSC, and I don't care what anyone says, in my experience, right? All right, yeah, no worries, man. Nice to see you. It's a bit later the stream today. Sorry about that. So what I'm saying is, folks, you know, when you have mods that make multiple world edits, it can be deceptive. You can do all your patching. You can use the CK. You can... Okay, mate. All right. You can do all the patching you want, but you've got to be aware of those adjacent cells, and then how that bounces off, especially if Navmesh is involved, because Navmesh is one great big web. Just think of it as a spider's web, and believe me, you know, again from experience, you can have a crash in a particular cell, but the problem can lie. And I'll give you an example. I can give you a perfect example actually of this. I used to crash behind Dover Halls, up near the Orc settlement, all right, around that way. But the actual alignment of those blocks, I think it was somewhere near when I actually dealt with Dawnstar, and this was years ago now, yeah, and some issues I had in Dawnstar, it resolved the issue where the Orc settlement was, where I just told you the crash was, and I did test to confirm it, because I took, you know, I kept the file that I cleaned up and changed, and it was now working, but I put it to one side and I played around because I was curious. You know, I've done a lot of different things over the years to find out how things work, because you know, I built TPOSC, and I built a bit off way more than I could chew, and along the way I've had to learn a hell of a lot of things to resolve some of the issues that I had with the mod as the years have gone by. What was I doing? I was looking for a shrine. What did he say? Go to the road to the right of Kind's Grove. Oh, I know the one you mean. You mean out here? Yeah. Okay, cheers, mate. That's because I was talking about corrections and patches. All right, so around here somewhere, yeah? I take it this is the one you're on about? Is this here? This isn't Lux Fire as far as I know. That's not Lux Fire, is it? Is that got something to do with that might be Lux Fire. I might just have missed that. Not that it make much difference. It's a small edit and I don't do nothing here, so I'm on the right road, am I, UF? Again, this is all Lux Fire, of course, and TPOSC. This is a house that gets burnt down when the dragon attacks. Okay, so that's a static house. It's got no interior, just so you know, folks. It's one of the few that hasn't. I'll tell you what, actually, while we're here as well. Yeah, so I'll just go back to I'm UF. I'm gonna that barrel. Okay, the barrel. Okay, I just saw that. Sorry, mate. I just saw your comment. I've also got to go back this way because I want to check Mixed Water Mill as well, the barrel. So it is, yeah? That's the shrine. Oh, is it? Oh, well, right. So I didn't think that was Lux Fire, because I thought, oh my god. Oh, I see. Oh, that's clever. I like that. That's funny. Okay. That's so nondescript. That's actually quite clever. I like that. Now, of course, I'm using Tempered Skins dress males, but my females are UNP, which is just over there. So I won't turn around just for, you know, YouTube and, you know, they're just nuddy. So I'll try to be discreet with that, folks. Now we're going to go now. So, okay, there's no problem with that shrine then. I didn't feel any pull or any signs of distress. Mind you, it's just a few static items and a bit of a script, so it shouldn't be. So let's move on. But I just want to say, so in terms of patching, folks, you know, when you're patching, you know, people will say, well, I've made my patch in Xedit and I've done this and I've done that, and I'm going to challenge this. They seem to think that it's done. It's not. Nowhere near. It's really not. You know, life, unfortunately, and especially a mob building is a it's a bit more complicated. There's one down. Okay, alright, go and check that in a minute as well. Yeah, thanks. So let's see if we get any negative effects, because there's a big shrine here. Here it is. I want to go up here. Okay, mate, I'll check that out in a sec. I'm just gonna, again, so far I've patched here. This was terrible, the Navmesh around here. Very loose, needed re-finalising, but this feels quite good so far. But I've got to come from the other direction as well, folks. Okay. Well, the elves are blessed a bit here, aren't they? He's got a thing for the elves, if you ask me, the author. Lucky elves is all I can say. Okay, right, let's move on. So that feels okay, but I want to come back the other way now. There's some extra bears here by TPOSC, folks, okay? There's one on the I put one on the bank there. I don't know if he's, oh no, he's not. Oh, I better. Fluffy works, of course, for the bears, and oh, missed him. Look out, look out. Oh, God, dear me. And I am cheating, of course, folks, because I just want to test. Yeah, normally there's a bear on the waterfall, but of course, if he picks up on intruders. Oh, we're trying that new water mod as well. I can't remember what it's called. I uploaded that water mod that, and it's just overwritten the waterways for realistic water too. So all the waterfalls and everything. Okay. I've got the salmon patch for it as well, and I'm just seeing what it looks like. And if it looks good with the mod pack, then we'll keep it as is, alright? Okay? There's another bear there. So as I said, TPOSC adds some bears around here. And again, if you like the streams, you know, I appreciate the thumbs up, folks, and the sharing. Okay. So I like the sort of... it looks a bit transparent. I don't know. I did notice in the pictures on the mod page it looked a bit more transparent. But I do like the foamy sort of... It looks more finer, a bit more detailed. Feels a bit more authentic compared to realistic water 2, this part at least. I don't mind the clear waters because we're in... Like I say, we're in Skyrim. There's not going to be a lot of pollution. The water should be crystal clear, really. I think, but there you go, that's my particular taste and thought on that. So we'll go to Dragon Bridge in a minute. I just want to approach the cells, because there's about 3 or 4 cells I just tidy up round here to that shrine. Because TPOSC adds a Civil War spawn over there. I don't really do much in the area. Oh, and also, something else I've done, folks, quickly while I think about it, while I do a test towards this shrine. There's much less dragon spawns now in TPOSC. And they definitely will not respawn. So I've done a huge rebuild on the TPOSC dragon spawns. So for those people that didn't like the TPOSC dragon spawns, and I admit some of them were overkill. But what's important is they don't respawn anymore either. And honestly, I'm getting good frames here. I can feel it all the way around. So this is okay. I think the patch is doing its job here. Okay. I think from my experience and what I'm feeling. Oh, Summit Nordic Ruins to your east, is there? Right, okay, east. Nordic Ruins. I think... Alright, I'll go east then. Thank you, Yoef. Let's go east then, and then we'll go to Dragon Bridge as well in a bit. Because I know there's one at Dragon Bridge I want to test. Just make sure it's not causing any problems. And again, you know, I'm using 22x parallax, folks. You can see, you know, it looks nice. Again, the E and B preset, Setting Suns, which is the one I made, is a darker fantasy preset. To go with those clear waters, you know, I do want a lower light environment. Okay, so that, but you can use any E and B preset that supports Lux with the mod pack if you want to. Just make sure you it's the secondary. Okay, so I'm traveling east. Let's go east. Thank you, Yoef. I appreciate your help, because like I say, I'm not familiar with look at the lovely reflection. That's it to the left. Okay. Oh, I got it. Well done, mate. Thank you. Look at the lovely reflection in this water, folks. Oh god, I'll tell you what, I love the aesthetics of Skyrim. This is why I still play and mod the game passionately. You know? Yeah, thanks. You know? It's just, you know, all these mods, these all, you know, and like I say, I only run decent mods, folks, in my mod pack, which I consider to be decent mods. Oh my god, what's going on? Oh, oh, yeah, you could have told me about this part, mate. Lovely. Lovely. Again, Matthew, a big up, you know, I've always been a supporter of Matthew's work. Matthew's 3D tree, shrubs and plants. I mean, I know there's other nice tree mods out there, but for me, Matthew's work is a cut above. That's right, mate. Matthew's work is a cut above everyone else, if you ask me. Or, you know, a bit like Fusher. Well, I can't really say his name. Sorry, I've always had trouble with his name, but Fusher, whatever you call him, 22x. You know, he's the second best texture author for me in terms of quality, performance, and everything else. There's a couple of Skylands mods that I really like texture-wise, which I think are really up there, which I use on my pack for Markarth, folks. But again, this is all subjective, personal taste again. But again, I mean, there's a shrine. Is that the altar? That's that altar there. That's the TPOSC. Oh, hold on a minute. Let me show you another part. You might like this, folks, if you've never seen this before. Do you remember my old gas little trick? Do you remember the hag rate of it? It's a hike. Okay, I'm going to go to Dragon Bridge first, mate. You watch this, folks. Oh, watch this. Let me hurry up quick before we lose it. Hopefully, I'll be in time. I was hoping to catch her out. Let's see if I can catch her out. Come on, where are you? There we go. There's a TPOSC spawn. Oh, it was bigger than that, I thought. Perhaps there's more to get. Hold on. Did you see that explosion? I think I'm going to have to add more gas. There's more gas here somewhere, I'm sure. There isn't a lot of gas there. I'm sorry about that. I thought I put tons and tons of gas there. But I'll show you as we're going to head towards Dragon Bridge. Look at that. Brilliant. There was a gas explosion there. And if you get caught in it and you're low level, you might die. That's not a very good one, but I'll show you another one. Yeo gas. We're heading towards it now. 415 odd feet in closing. If I keep my look at the fire reflection on the floor there as well, folks. If I just take that off a minute, and again, it's all marked. You know, again, if you don't know TPOSC, there's tons of shit when you come into the map, all right, and new locations. But these are just little traps I like to place now and again, and for first timers, you know, they may aggravate you, but I generally find people enjoy these little touches, these nice little surprises. So, hello, NATO. Yeah, here we go. We can use on the wolf here. Here we go. Let's just get the wolf to attack me again. Right, it's here at the fissure at this hole, yeah? Now, if I bring my gas up. Okay, and that is a gas trap of TPOSC. Now, I got a lot of health, right? Because when I came in to the new stream, because I'm just testing, running around, I gave myself a lot of health. And, you know, I cheated, basically, folks, just because I want to test. But as you've seen in other streams, that's a kill event right there. Even if you're on level 30, that'll probably kill you. Okay, it's just so you know. But those are the sort of things I like to do. Right, more. Oh, there was also. Yeah, there is. Yeah. No, yes, there is. NATO. Sorry, in the mushroom. Oh, NATO. I want to talk to you as well. Yes. just before the spiders, all right? There's gas through the mushrooms there, cave there as well. Yeah, and in other locations I do that as well. In fact, there's one particular real nasty trap in one of the cave systems when you're doing the main quest. And I know most people will think they're safe when they get to that point. And I always like to think that I've killed many people that haven't saved getting into that dungeon, that last little bit. But I'm not going to tell you where it is. It's a definite kill event, even if you're on level 70. Without a doubt. It's brilliant. I love it. But that's what I'm here for. There are many roads to Sovngarde. So anyway, oh, NATO, by the way, thank you. You know what I'm saying, okay? Yeah, so I think you donated again, mate, didn't you? So I think that was you through Stripe. So thanks very much. What am I doing? Let's bang on over to. I do want to. The bonfire. Yeah. Now you got Lux. You know the only thing I don't really like too much about this mod pack is the grass, but I've talked about that before. It's okay, but there are more modern equivalents. The only reason I don't use them is because they're hard to control, and they put grass all over TPOSC settlements. So I actually use an pretty old grass mod, but, you know, just simply because I can control it better, folks. Okay, so, again, all the lighting is Lux Fire, and the TPOSC... Oh, in Orbis, of course, and the TPOSC Setting Suns. And as you see, the frames are good, folks. I'm going to turn that off now. And the Setting Suns EMB preset. I'm just going to have a drink, and then I'll be on my way. Okay, Dragon Bridge. So what we're going to do is, because like I say, this is just... No, I don't want to do this. Dude, I don't want to do that, Nesbit. We'll use our feet. We're fast travel, but we won't COC. We'll do everything relatively properly. And it'd be good to fast travel just to Windhelm, just to get a sense. Actually, what we need to do is just fast travel to these shrines as well, folks. All right, as a test, because that will tell us as well. You know, if you've got a major issue, you guarantee you crash when you fast travel. So I'm just going to quickly do this. All right, that seems okay. Let's just now fast travel to this one, I guess, just a random test for now. And I've got some new menu mods which I've added in for the mod pack for revision 4 down the line. Alright, now let's go back to Windhelm. We'll go to Dragon Bridge, alright? Hello, Peeler. Oh, Peeler, if you want to see Cicero, look at the playthroughs that I did on Friday afternoon, okay? So you get some Cicero joy there if you want to see him, okay? Nice to see you, by the way. I hope you had a good weekend.
Where do you want to go?
Okay, right. Where are we going? Where am I going? Solitude.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Okay, if you wanted to see Cicero, because he was quite amusing actually. I quite enjoyed using him. Funny, I always killed him out of a matter of principle. I always killed Cicero, but he's actually quite a funny follower.
Beautiful old city, capital of Skyrim, but I'm sure you already knew that.
Yeah, I've just never used. I mean, I've seen lots of videos online, Peeler, of people, you know, showing Cicero, and I knew he had a character to him, and I used some of his laughter in some of my short videos, and you know, I mean, little 1-minute videos I did for my shorts, but I've never really engaged him that much. But he was quite funny. He was entertaining. Yeah, well, we're working on the patch now, Peeler, so it's just, you know, I mean, other people may not, you know, I'll say this now, right? I'll never make the statement and say that other people's experiences are invalid because, you know, different systems, different setups, you just never know. Different versions of Skyrim, yeah. Some people, I did, for me, I ran it without the patch and I came across, I ran WINTERSUN above TPOSC, so I don't know if people ran Because obviously, if you put WINTERSUN below TPOSC, that might be a better choice. So I'd be interested to know what you all do. I'll give you an example. I just patched for Solitude, not Solitude, Riften Docks Overhaul. And I looked at patching with the docks above TPOSC, and it was way too much work. So I put it below TPOSC. The patching was minimal, and it worked perfectly. So again, this is early days testing for me. You know, I mean, I don't know how you run WINTERSUN, whether you run it above or below, but I was running it above, and it didn't run too well when I got to the Windhelm area. Everywhere else was relatively okay. You know, some performance issues, but no crashes. So anyway, let's go to... Is there anything in Solitude, folks? yeah, let me know what position it is in the load order. Oh, good on you. Thank you, NATO. I really appreciate that. And when I say that, I mean that. You know, it's a tough world we live in. You know, very few of us have a lot to spare, you know. So when people donate, I'm always grateful. And believe me, my family is. We're not rich here. So when people support, it doesn't matter if they support me, whether it's with donations or being in streams with me or, you know, I really do appreciate it, okay? Just the Temple of Divines in the city proper. Well, Yoef, we'll check that then. Where about? Oh, in the Temple of Divines, I guess. We'll check the Temple of Divines because you never know. I only very lightly edit Solitude, so...
If you've come to Solitude to join
You have questions. We are in this together, yes?
Keep your nose clean while you're here.
Let's,
You'll end up like Roth.
again, just go in and out of the cell. And make sure there ain't no issues. There shouldn't be, because, like I say, I very lightly change up Solitude. It's one of the few places I didn't touch. Okay, Yoef, I remember that one.
Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Sorry, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother...
So what we'll do is then, we'll do Dragon Bridge, and then we can jump down to, we can go on down to the Sherigarth Shrine. Okay, so it is above, okay. Alright. Again, you see, what could be happening as well is, don't forget, folks, if you've got WINTERSUN high in your load order, there could be other mods that balance out the cells where there's conflict. You never know. When you're running so many mods, that's why the vanilla test is important for me, just the vanilla test.
I'm telling you.
Oh, what am I doing in here? Oh, sorry.
To oblivion
Oh, go away.
back,
He'd be insane to try.
Sorry, I just got into the wrong cell. I
The
wasn't
Emperor's cousin
concentrating.
Vittoria Vici is getting married soon. The reception will be public. Anyone in Solitude can attend.
Now what am I doing? I'm looking for the temple. What's this? I can't remember the temple. Temple of Divines, okay. And so this is what makes, like I said, this is why I won't say your experiences aren't valid, because that's bullshit, because you never know, like I say, what people are running. Oh, good God. 1,000 mods. I won't even try to attempt that. Now that's interesting. I don't now. The Sherigarth Shrine, is it? Oh dear me, Peeler. I've got quite a few people. There's actually some bouncing in here, folks, of the light. Some jumping in. Might need to look at that. Even though I don't touch this cell. Again, of course, the MB preset might be...
I see you have meditated on the subject quite thoroughly.
Oh, it's on...
I shall not
right,
stop
okay.
you, but please try to attend to your temple duties as well.
Well, I'm just going to go down... I'm just going to go down to Dragon Bridge. And then we'll go down to the coast. I know exactly where you went, by north whatever watch. Yeah, I do use it. I do normally use it in my load order. I will add it to the mod pack because they are good. Right, okay. There's no crashing coming in and out of that cell, so that's good. Or moving around. Let's just... I've got no magical, no torches, folks, so... We're almost in morning anyway, so... Okay. Let's have some nice sunrises, eh? And again, big up. I think the author is WizKid and the particle patch here, alright? For the lighted windows and everything. I've got that loaded up. It's part of the mod pack.
I'm not interested, Jari. It doesn't. How can I help a brother?
But I don't want to tempt fate. Touch wood. So far, the WINTERSUN patch seems to be relatively okay. It's a good start. So far, but we've still got a lot of shrines to check, I guess. There's a setting sun ZMB preset sunrise. That reddy sky there. The beautiful blue hue to the sky.
Best defense is a good defense, am I right?
Just save, I guess, just in case. Now, this is, I suppose, I told you I'm using that new water mod. So this is interesting because these effects are far more explosive than with realistic water 2, and they're brighter too. Look at that. Look. I don't know if it's really gonna. I mean, I don't mind the size so much. Maybe it's just a. Maybe I might need to do some work on the particles to accommodate in the EMB preset to accommodate this water mod if I stick with it. We'll see. We'll see. Like I say, it's not part of the current. It's not part. The new water mod I'm trying out is not, or the waterfall mod I'm trying out is not currently part of the current mod pack, folks. Okay. Kind of, yeah. I'll think on it. I won't be too judged too quick. I'll wait and see how I feel as time goes by. Hello, Grammar, sorry. How are you? Nice to see you again. And again, another TPOSC follower. I don't think he's essential, so he dies, but he will level up with you, folks. Naturally. He's not overpowered. Yeah.
I'm on my way to Solitude to join the Legion. A united empire is better for everyone.
And although I have added that new water mod, I haven't really added much else but WINTERSUN, and so I haven't bothered to update my Dindu Lod 3 Alpha Lods. Oh. Lovely. Forget the arrow in the knee, what arrow in the arse. So yeah, because I might, like I say, I'll see how I feel. If I stick with those, if I stick with that water mod, then I'll just update the Lods. And of course those Lods will be updated for the Revision 4 mod pack as well when it comes out. And I'm not going to say anything more about the mod pack at the moment, folks. I'm actually going to ignore that conversation in stream. I'm not bringing that into my streams at the moment. Just going to carry on with my work and enjoy it, because I like what I do.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire.
Oh, what have I come in here for? No particular reason. Let's go back out.
Lead on.
It's just habit.
I'm behind you.
It's just habit to go into that inn and test my interiors.
Staying out of trouble, kid. Huh?
Don't bounce into me, guard. Thanks, Grammar. Sorry, I just saw that other comment. So we can see that water mod again, the waterfall mod. See, I quite like that. I quite like that. I do like the clear waterfall. So for me, that's the bit that I really do like. Yeah. Oh, okay. It's on the roads. Oh, is it going to clash with my? Yeah, but are you where are you? Okay. It's on the roadside, slightly to your left. Over the bridge? Southish. All right, over the bridge. Over the bridge. Oh, yeah, I know where it's to, mate. Yeah, I know. This is the one I look. Yeah, I know where it is. Sorry. I know this one because I checked it out in the patch when I... Yeah. And thankfully, there was no crossover of Navmesh or anything, even though there was a little pool there, actually. Let me just have a feel. Let me just feel the game out, folks. Just want to concentrate a minute. Actually, I might have to come here. Just because sometimes what you can do is, folks, the author may not change up the Navmesh, right? It's just coming up now over the bridge, right? The author may not change up the Navmesh, but the fact that there's a new reference here, or the Navmesh might be part of the cell information and one thing or another. If you just finalise the Navmesh in the patch, it brings about a full stability. Here's the shrine. Oh, now what do I actually... There we go. All right, okay. So yeah, this looks very nice actually. So the finalisation of cells, even if there's no major conflicts, can make a big difference to performance as well. Again, something I've learned over the years. Now, just a few little touch-ups, you know, it brings everything together. Let's just check out then why we're here. Because, actually, let's put on the frames a minute, because I feel... Yeah, look, there is. I can feel that, and I said that as we come down. So, generally, there's no frames fluctuation around here. I know, because I've tested many times. So, I think there is a bit of finalisation, a little bit of Navmesh, a little bit checking still to do around that shrine, okay? I'm now going to hit Northwatch Keep, okay? And the shrine that Yoef said is near the castle, the vampire castle. TPOSC settlement here, Blackfinger's Market. Blackfinger will take your stolen goods, and there's a woman there that will just serve you generally with goods and stuff and buy your goods. But no crashes, so that's good. So far the patch is holding up quite well. Just a note of a few corrections. Yeah, have fun with you, thank you.
Lightly armored means light on your feet. Smart.
I haven't seen Jack in stream for a while, actually. I know he's probably busy with work, but and I know Strictly sort of will be at work now, so we're not going to see him. It was nice. I had an old friend, well, I say friend or acquaintance, however you want to look at it, but turn up the other day. Kohlar The Unkilled. He was a character, folks. I'll tell you, his streams are good fun. He had a real good way about him. He wasn't a grumpy old bastard like me. Very mellow, you know. He'd stream his Xbox streams. Always enjoyed watching his stuff. I never used to have a lot of time, but I try now and again to watch his stuff. I always enjoyed it. And the followers still following without issue. You know, all these little tests that you know, show you what's going on in terms of performance. And at the end of the month, folks, just so you know it, once I've sorted this patch out and a couple other little issues that's going on with the mod pack at the moment in terms of not so much the mod pack but politics really and different stuff, I'm going to go back to TPOSC SE for Xbox and PC. Just going to get the WINTERSUN patch out. I'm going to try some of Jay Spearer voice dialogues and add those because he's got a mod pack which I thought I'd test out with my mod pack, and then we'll go from there. And then I'll be going back to the TPOS2 Hafingar all-in-one build. One in the face. Get the arrow in the knee. And actually it's good I'm coming down this path because I want to check a little landscape edit that I did a while back. So we should see some natural blending of the snow and the dirt path. So I'm actually going to run this path proper rather than just jump on down. All the little details that make the different folks at the end of the day. Along with everything else. It's all in the details, as the old saying goes. Well, the devil's in the details, something like that, isn't it? Yep, and that's fine. Thank you. Didn't see it. So that's sorted too. Okay, so we're coming up to the next shrine with a bit of luck. And this is I know you guys already know this, but again I'm just saying this verbatim really. This is our added TPOSC backstory. The Sons of Skyrim basically try a sneak attack, or not a sneak attack, it is an attack, simple attack on the rear end of the Empire really, just to throw the Empire off guard. And this will be a little quest in the TPOSC questing version. Okay, read that. And let's just run over to this shrine near the boat. UF says I'm in the right place tonight. It's over here. Okay, UF, thank you. Over here, round here, let's have a look. A little island. There is a little island just going over to the castle, I know that. I think there was anyway. Let's just check there's nothing else around here first. What about over there? I'll just check this rock here. It sort of looks like a tiny little island, doesn't it? I'll just cheat. Jump it up here, see if it's... Might make sense. It's the closest thing to the boat. Oh, okay. With lots of cheese. Okay, right. Well, seriously, a little island with lots of cheese. That's so funny. Let's go over here. Let's have a look over here. You said it's near the castle, yeah? So I'm going to head towards... Oh, I've lost my bearings now. Where am I? Oh, there's the castle. Let's go over there, look. You said it's near the castle. There's a nice... Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good point. No. But then do I need to highlight something? Hold on. That's a good point. Why don't I think of that? Shrines. Well, these are TPOSC markers. No, I've got nothing, look, Yof. Does yours show on your compass? Because I'm not getting anything here. Okay, all right. Well, you know, it doesn't matter. I mean, as I said, you know, I don't mind running around because it's good, you know, because again, as we come closer to those shrines and then as we get closer to the cells, you know, we'll see how the game responds, and it doesn't hurt to do all this. I'm in no rush today, so somewhere between the castle and Solitude. So be it. Okay. Let's get back nearer. You see, I build round here. I build near the castle. You can't see it right now because it's all foggy, but I have Arlon, a Dwemer ruin, so I sort of know this area, and I know a couple of the islands, so it might be on one of those. Oh, they should show on your compass when you're close. Oh, I see. All right, I'm with you. Okay, all right, thanks. Bear with me, folks. I'm going to be a little bit slow at times. Okay, so I'll just go back to the docks as a starting point, and we'll head towards Solitude, which is going back the other way. All right, okay. So it's not in the direction I thought we were going. All right. Okay, so, and I'll look out for a shrine, okay? I'm on it. Cool, I only just missed him. Okay, we'll get there. Let's have a good scout round, make sure I don't miss nothing. Oh, what was that? That's Frost Shelter, no, that's mine, that's mine. That's TPOSC, Frost Shelter. Shriny, 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 where are you? Oh dear. There's a little island over there. No shrine marker. Let me just have a look on my map just in case. Icewater jetty. No. Because we're heading towards Dawnstar now, aren't we? Just save up then. Oh, I missed. I missed again. I hit the wood. Come on, look, what's he? Look at that. That's terrible. Beth has said that's terrible Navmesh work or collision work. Nothing to do with me, folks. That I'll tell you. Nothing to do with me. Okay. Secret lemonade drinker. How are you doing, my friend? All right. Sad news, though, Secret. About another 10 minutes and I've got to go. I'll give it 15. I'll try to give it as much time as I can. It's just a test today. Well, the test will continue the next couple of days for WINTERSUN. For the patch, okay, which will be for Xbox and PC. And I'm still waiting for Base Painter to update Lux Fire. When he does, all right, I can update Lux. So Solitude, we're getting close to Solitude, right? Hello, Gears, if I remember rightly. Very, mate. And if you're running the specifications, I mean, let me just put it this way, right? If you're running just TPOSC and nothing else, right, you can run it on Xbox without a problem. On X, you know, I'll just be there, UF, right? My mod pack's got a particular set of criteria for it because we're using such big textures and everything. But TPOSC is performance friendly and can be run with LE. It was built for LE. That's why everything's spread out. Okay. The only thing that changed through the year. Yeah. Well, I'll show you the frames in a minute of what I'm running a 3060. I've got 32 gigabytes of RAM. And you know, I mean, my own EMB preset I'm running. And I average 55 to 60 in all, you know, generally 60, the top end of 60, you know. Sometimes a fluctuation to 55, you know, and that is standard with this mod pack testing now, and the mod pack that I pull out, okay. So I've got an NVIDIA 3060 graphics card, so I've got some nice specs, but I'm running 4 and 8K textures and lots of other mods, Lux Fire, Lux Orbis, Parallax textures. 2020. You can look at the mod pack of what I'm running online. You know, it's a big mod pack with some big values. You know, Matthew's 3D trees and everything. Now, oh, what's that there? Look, is that a shrine? There it is. I think that's it. Yeah, no worries, mate. No worries. So, yeah, gear. I mean, you know, TPOSC on its own is a very friendly performance mod, yeah, and it's stable. It's been around for a lot of years. I've had Xbox testers test it over 4 months, and that helped refine it for Xbox, and that was Xbox One primary, you know, not new Xbox. I know on the right, okay. I ran the 1060 6 gigabyte card, okay, before I got the card I got now, and that ran 2K textures and almost everything else I'm running here. Without any issues, but I didn't run, you know, or a high-end DMB. I ran a lower-end DMB. Do you know what I mean? So it's about adaptation, and the mod pack's been tested over 9 months. The streams are proof and testament to its performance and stability. And again, but like I say, if you run, let's just say gear, right? You run TPOSC, Lux, and a standard lighting mod. With say 2K textures, all right, whether that's Skylands pack or something like that, should be absolutely fine, as long as you're not putting any mods that conflict with TPOSC or other mods that you're running. You know, I can say with a lot of assurance, you'll have a good experience. Well, you can basically use most EMBs, but if you're using Lux, they've got to be Lux, you know, compatible. and Orbis and Via compatible if you like. But you can, for example, if you were to use Fireman's EMB, let's just choose any one of Fireman's EMB. You know, he gives you different options. He gives you the high-end settings that you can use, or low-end performance settings. So, for example, with my 1060, I always used, yeah, that's what's killing my performance. It used to kill my performance with my 1060, was 3D tree and plants. And that's why I made reduction patches for TPOSC. But that is the big one, with an EMB. What I'll tell you this, right, with my 1060, if I ran just 3D trees without an EMB, I was okay. If I ran an EMB and 3D trees, my graphics card moaned. And that was the 1060. And even with this 3060, in the Rift in some areas, it doesn't groan like the 1060 did, but I can still tell now and again, you know, there's a bit more strain on the card. But that's why I do that. You can find TPOSC reduction patches for 3D trees. All right. Oh, that's personal taste, but again, I stick pretty much with Matthew's work, and then I use other individual mods, you know, that just finish off the job for me, you know. You know, the real nice ones, like that change up maybe those few plants that Matthew might miss, which though he doesn't miss many. Excuse me. And what I do is I run insignificant object remover as well. I use that because that saves, especially if you're on a 1060 or a 1650 or whatever, you know, you can save a few frames by using mods like that. Okay, as I don't have a lot of time, folks, I've got to go in a minute, okay? I'm just going to get to this shrine and carry on, right? What the fuck is Cheese doing here, folks? What's this all about? Oh, Sheriff, of course. all right, I get it now, okay. Okay, folks, yeah. Other good flora overhauls, perhaps someone can mention. I can't think of one off the top of my head. I only use a couple other mods that improve, like I say, never disrespect the indeed. Yeah, so yeah, but yeah. And again, it's all personal choice because what I like, you know, other people doesn't mean other people can. Why are those wolves just standing there? I've just slaughtered 2 of them. Does he even? I suppose he doesn't know where I am. Hello, you gonna attack? Hello. Oh, there he's alive now. Look, he's aware of me. Oh, he's gonna attack. Oh, all right, fine. Hey, Gears. Oh dear. Okay, so what time is it? Okay, 28. Few more minutes, folks, and I gotta go. Thanks for your likes. Thanks for your support. It's a short stream today. I should be back tomorrow if all's well. You know, if I'm, you know, unless I encounter any serious problems with this WINTERSUN patch, I should be back. You know, I'll be back testing it tomorrow with the full mod pack. And what I think I might do is, like I say, once I get a feel that WINTERSUN's all sorted, I'm going to bring in Jay Spearer's mod pack for the quest changes. But that will be a huge test before I add that to the mod pack, because we'll have to travel around and do a lot of testing of the quests and that with that if we do that mod pack. All right. I'm sure there'll be no problems, but you know, still got to test it before I add it to the mod pack. This is a TPOSC sawmill, just another location in quest down the line when I do the quest version. Oh, a little bit of landscape there. Oh, that's shadow. That's shadow. That's right. That's just shadow. I think that's just shadow. Is that shadow? Is that a scene? I think that might be a scene. I'm not sure. Or is that shadow? Let's just go through the. I think that might be a seam. Yeah, it's a seam. Yeah, you can see it clearly now. Look. So I just need to edit here so that they match, or Yeah, or whatever's going on there. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? And where? I can't see anything. Where's the enemy? What was it? Just a little mud crab or something, was it? Okay, let's carry on. Shrines. Any more shrines, folks? Let me think. I'm just going to wander. If any of you know where any more of the WINTERSUN shrines are off the top of your head, because some of them are very nondescript, like that barrow outside Kinesgrove. Oh, it's a lovely touch. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, it doesn't make it easy to find, does it? If you don't know the mod.
This one has something.
Really, OF. Okay, back to Solitude, then end up to that shrine, yeah? Where's the... Okay. No, let's go to Dragon Bridge. That's close. Oh. I thought I'd been to Dragon Bridge. I have. Okay. Miraja, the shrine, yeah? Okay.
Make yourself useful and chop up some firewood. There's a few coins in it for you.
Trouble?
So, you know, from what my nose is telling me so far, folks, you know, yes, I've noticed a couple of performance issues with shared cells, with WINTERSUN, but so far it doesn't seem too bad at all. Oh, we'll go to Labyrinthian or whatever it's called next then. After the Mirada one. And then once we're sure of WINTERSUN, I need to check on my dragon spawns and make... Actually, they won't. I've removed them, folks. I've removed the leveled dragons that were causing me so much problems in terms of respawn. I've just removed those because I just think they, you know, they weren't designed for what I was using them for. I think that's a bit of ignorance on my part. I mean, they didn't cause any problems other than the fact they respawned. And I couldn't find the right script or whatever to switch them off. I only tried a couple of times, so... I'm at the right shrine, mate, yeah? Am I missing it? Let's pick up the word of power, I suppose. Might as well do that. Okay, alright. I'll just click on her then, because maybe you just put a script on her. See, again, subtlety. Alright, okay, yeah, alright, okay. That's interesting, because there was a little... Well, we'll see. I'll come back when I'm out of stream and I'll do other tests. Won't say anything now. I'll just hold my counsel and wait and see. Right, so we'll go to Labyrinthian. So let's go to Dawnstar then. And that will be the final one, folks. I'm going to have to stop. I'm sorry. I'm quite enjoying myself. This is a welcome relief from other things that I'm having to deal with at the moment. So I'm quite enjoying myself. But I've got family coming back soon. And I got to get ready for them. My boy comes back with the missus. So I just got to be ready for when they come back in the right frame of mind, you know. So. But I'll be back tomorrow morning. Let's just speed on down so we can get to this quite quick. Where's the... is it worth it? No, it's not. Because I've got to come out anyway. Hey, Peeler, see you next time. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow if you're around, right? Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. You take care, all right? Look after yourself. Be cool. Enjoy.
I can take you. Where do you want to go?
Okay, we're going to Dawnstar.
Climb and back and we'll be off. There once was a hero
Named Ragnar the Red.
who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead.
Brilliant. Okay. And we're just going to hammer our way down to Labyrinth. I could have gone to Morthor, I suppose, couldn't I? That would have been quicker. I didn't think about it. Just come to me. Never mind. Sorry. Oh dear. It's going to snow. But again, you never know, we might come across a shrine. An unknown one. I'm going to pick up my deer, I think. Oh, we got lots of bandit chiefs here, stuff going on. There's a fight going on. Let's join in. I don't want to hit the guards. Where's the bandits?
Die, damn you!
Oh, come on. Wow. How did I miss? Oh, you missed. Huh. Oof. Shrine. Now, oh, yes, there is. I know exactly where it is, Yoef. Where they camp. I remember I checked it in the CK. See? I knew there was probably subconsciously something bringing me this way. Okay. I won't pick up my deer yet. We'll go on foot. It's up here on the rocks. I remember seeing it in the CK when I was checking. Exactly. Well done, Yoef. Yeah. It was here. There it is. Oh. That's pretty poor. Okay, this feels okay. Oh, God. And we'll just turn back on ourselves in a sec. Again, a reverse cell check, basically, I guess what I'd call it. Approach. I should approach from all directions, but there we go. Good stuff. So we're going to now head up them. That feels okay. There should. I don't change anything there, so there should be no crossover. So that was good, folks. So that's good. I knew I came to Dawnstar for a reason, subconsciously, I expect. Now we can get on down to the labyrinth, and I'm going to stop in a minute. I'm going to have to. I've got no choice. Sorry about that. But again, as you can see, the TPOSC mod pack is a joy to play, from my point of view. I have great fun with it. Where's the road? Where is the road? I'm lost. Oh, I've lost. Where's the road? Oh, come on, Nesbit, get your shit together. Totally lost my bearings. That's really weird. Where am I? Map. Okay, so I'm heading the way I want to go. I just want to actually be on the road. That's all. There's the Dawnstar border. Okay, that's where I want to be. That's it, Dawnstar border. Here we go. I just want to be in the right place. Oh, I see where I am. Okay, all right. I know where I am, folks. Nice. Okay, we're almost there now. 39. Oh dear. There's the road. And off to the Labyrinthian we go with all the frost troves, of course. TPOSC frost troves. Let's save just in case, because we don't know what WINTERSUN and TPOSC are going to do. So far so good. I'm impressed. It's a good start. You know, you're not going to rip my heart out. Piss off. So right next to the smallest of the Dawnstar border hodes is Labyrinthium. This is a small, and it's actually been attacked by the trolls, which will be another part of the TPOSC questing adventure in the future when I actually get round to doing it, folks. That I keep talking about, but I will get to it. It will be, you know, it will come. I am on the right road, aren't I? Just double check. Yeah. Okay. And if I remember, no, it's not there. Keep going. Nearly. Oh, look. Oh, yeah, that's... okay. Oh. Stuff off, bandit. Here we go. Okay. What? We're going to travel back in time. You have to travel back in time to get to the shrine. Well, we might have to leave that to tomorrow then, because I got to go, folks. Because it's now 15:41. I might have to go on YouTube and watch a video on Winter Shrine, so I know a bit more about it. Got to travel back in time, have I? I don't have to do that with any conditions, Joef. Can I? Can I just do it? Can I? That'd be interesting. Right, I'm gonna have to save here, folks, because I have to go. Because my family are gonna be home well, about another 5 minutes, and I need to get myself sorted. So, on that happy note, thanks for joining me, Joef. Oh, I know what you mean. Okay, yeah. Okay, all right, I'm with you. Okay, Joef, thanks so much for your help. All right, Gears, Peeler, Secret Lemonade Drinker, and NATO, thanks so much for joining me. All right, thanks for your likes, thanks for your input. I'll see you all tomorrow. All right, I will be back tomorrow. All right, I'm Nesbit. You're the people of Skyrim. Good gaming. You have a great day, folks. Thanks for joining me. Take care now.